Hello everyone, I'm Sudipta. Today we are going to read the story Lost and Found. It's written by Oliver Jeffers. Now let's get started. This story is about a boy who one day suddenly found a penguin at his doorstep. The boy didn't know where it had come from, but it started following him everywhere he went. Look, how sad does a penguin look? The boy thought it's sad because it's lost. The boy was very kind, so he decided he's going to help the penguin find its way home. They went to the lost and found office, but no one had reported that they had lost a penguin. Then he decided to ask some birds if they knew where penguins came from, but they just ignored him. The boy also asked his duck. When it just floated away, the little boy thought it didn't know the answer. The boy was so worried for his friend that he couldn't sleep that night. He was so disappointed on not having found out where penguins come from. He really wanted to help the penguin, but just didn't know how. The next morning, he read a book and finally found out that penguins come from the South Pole. He wanted to take the lost penguin there. But how would they get there? They ran to the harbor and asked the big ship if it could take them to the South Pole. Look how big the ship is! And it was blowing its horn so loudly as it was getting ready to leave the harbor that no one even heard the boy's voice. So, can you believe it? The boy decided they are going to row to the South Pole in his rowboat. He took it out of his cupboard and tested it for size and strength. Then they packed everything they would need. They took an umbrella, torchlight, and a few more things in the suitcase. And together, with all their strength, they pushed the rowboat out to sea. They rowed towards the South Pole for many days and nights. The boy told the penguin so many stories, and it carefully listened and enjoyed all of them. Some days they also got bad weather, rain and lightning. And look how choppy the water got. The waves were as high as the mountains. Sometimes when the weather is bad, waves in the sea go that high and can be very dangerous. But somehow they managed. Finally, they reached the South Pole. The boy was delighted, but the penguin was quiet. Suddenly, as the boy was helping the penguin get out of the boat, he realized it was looking sad again. The boy said goodbye to the penguin and he floated away. But as he was floating away, he realized that the penguin was looking sadder and sadder. He had thought the penguin would be happy to be back home, as it was lost. But why do you think it's sad? The boy was also feeling very strange, and he kept thinking about why the penguin was sad. And then he realized he was making a big mistake. The penguin wasn't actually lost. It was just lonely, and it liked being with the boy, and was sad when the boy left it all alone. Quickly, he decided to turn around the boat and got to the South Pole as fast as he could. When he reached, he couldn't find the penguin anywhere. Where do you think it was? He looked behind the signboard. He shouted its name. He even looked through the telescope. but he just couldn't find it anywhere. The boy was very sad about not having found his friend and got back into the boat to go home. He couldn't tell his stories to anyone now. There was no one to listen except the wind and the waves. But suddenly, the boy saw something ahead of him. And as he got closer and closer, he realized it was the penguin. It had made the umbrella into a boat and was trying to reach his friend, the boy. They're so happy to be together. Look, what a big hug they gave each other. The boy and his friend set off towards home together. The boy had so many stories to tell his friend. They were just having a wonderful time together. And that's the end of the story. How did you like it? If you liked it, do click the like button. Also, share it with your friends so that they too can enjoy the story. To hear a new story every week, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There are many more stories there. Enjoy the next one. Bye.